Hello Lakers fan, if you are one of those who is always up to date with the news about our Lakers, then you need to stay tuned to what's coming. On our Lakers news channel, I'm preparing exclusive coverage on the possible signings of Lakers, and what I can tell you is that rumors are catching fire on social media, and you don't want to miss any information. So if you are a true Lakers and don't want to be left out of the news, be sure to subscribe to the channel and activate the notifications. Let's go to the news. Lakers received disheartening updates on Vanderbilt and Vincent. Following Tuesday's Lakers practice ahead of their clash against the Clippers today, Coach Darvin addressed the injuries of Gabe Vincent and Jared Vanderbilt. The good news is that apparently neither of them has suffered a setback, but the bad news is that neither of them seems to be returning to the court anytime soon. "We're progressing as planned," Ham said about Vincent. "Just non-impact work. He's on the Alter G and doing some other stuff in the weight room, in the pool. That's where we're at for now." The original timeline we had on Vincent's injury was about 8 weeks, and now we've already passed that mark. Knowing that Vincent isn't doing any impact work is a worrisome sign. Lakers dealing with Vincent's frustration similar to Kendrick Nunn. Vincent is quickly becoming the most disappointing addition the Lakers have had since Kendrick Nunn, who missed an entire season with the worst bone bruise in the world. In the few games Vincent has played, he hasn't performed well, but 5 games in the offseason aren't enough to judge a player joining a new team. Vincent still has time to return with over 20 games left, but how long can the Lakers wait? Ham spoke about the challenges of integrating players back from injuries at this stage of the season and how realistic it was to expect them to contribute. "I'm very realistic," Ham said. "I just think you get a healthy body back, you reintegrate them slowly, do different things, have groups ready to keep them prepared to try to keep up with the pace you're currently at and just let things happen. No one has a crystal ball. You just have to keep working every day and hope they work every day to strengthen and resolve their injuries and move forward. There's no formula or magic potion that puts them back on the court hitting peak performance. It's going to be a process, but it's one we're willing to go through." Ham also spoke about Jared Vanderbilt's injury. One player the Lakers need back as soon as possible is Jared Vanderbilt. It's been 3 weeks since his foot sprain was diagnosed, and similar to Vincent, the update was more of the same. "Status quo," Ham said. "Just ramping up his intensity, different alternative workouts, but it's the same thing going on with him. No change there. When I say ramping up intensity, I don't mean on the court," Ham added. "Just doing things in the weight room, in the pool." Vanderbilt is one of the best defenders on this team, and when he plays, he can go up against some of the most dynamic scorers in the West and make them work minimally and block them maximally. His return would elevate this team's defensive ceiling and give LeBron James and Anthony Davis an elite defender to help shoulder some of the load. Vincent's return would be a nice addition, but Vanderbilt's return could help this team win games in the playoffs. At least the news isn't bad, but it's far from being very good, considering how many games we have left in the season. Darvin discusses Spencer Dinwiddie's tough start with the Lakers. The Lakers were heavily involved in trade rumors leading up to the NBA trade deadline, which passed almost 3 weeks ago. While the team was often linked to discussions about acquiring Atlanta Hawks guard DeJounte Murray, the front office ultimately decided to keep the roster as is. Just 2 days post-deadline, the Lakers ended up acquiring guard Spencer Dinwiddie in the buyout market. Dinwiddie, despite his flaws, had shown in previous stints alongside superstars that he could potentially meet the Lakers' expectations. However, he hasn't quite lived up to those expectations yet. In his first 5 games with the new team, the guard has struggled. He's shooting just 31% from the field and 23.5% from three-point range. While his mere presence seems to have helped his teammates, he needs to step up offensively. But Coach Darvin doesn't seem too concerned about Dinwiddie's rocky start with the Lakers. "Spencer is a high IQ, smart, and savvy basketball player," Ham said. "So, yeah, you go through that process when you enter a new situation, that discovery process. We just told him to be aggressive, attack when he can attack, and keep learning the system. It was good to have a solid film session with him these past few days. It was good to get him caught up on some of the terminology. Again, emphasizing how we want to play, as well as integrating him with our guys. But I'm not worried about Spencer. He'll figure it out, we'll figure it out, and help position him where he can be ultra successful. Dinwiddie is averaging 3.4 assists and 1.0 turnovers in 25.0 minutes per game, and his ball handling ability and attacking prowess are valuable assets. However, for him to consistently be a positive contributor, he needs to knock down enough outside shots to keep opposing defenses honest. So, folks, keep an eye on the next chapters, as the season promises to be full of emotions, on and off the court. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel here, so you don't miss any news. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.